What's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bree, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you 5 steps to get back on track with your health and fitness goals today. This is exactly what I do step by step to get back on the wagon when I've fallen off track, because we're all human, we all fall off the wagon. It's okay. That's life, it happens, we forgive ourselves, we move on. And just by the way, if you missed my last videos, I am in a rental right now, so if you're like, what the heck is behind her, my furniture is in storage. So I don't know where the best place is to do videos here yet. I just have to kind of like find the lighting, and this is where the best lighting is, so we're gonna be sitting down in the bedroom chit-chatting today, so I hope that's cool with you. And then at the end of this video, I'm gonna include a awesome workout for you. It's gonna be a no equipment, full body workout that you can literally do from anywhere. So I hope that's gonna help you get that excitement and have a workout to do, and you know, just really get back on track, because life happens. I just fell off the wagon hardcore during our move. If you saw my last few videos, then you know, like, things didn't necessarily go as planned, but like, it's okay. It is what it is. And these are the exact steps that I took to get back on track in a healthy, sustainable way. Like, I see so many posts all the time, whether it's like on Pinterest or YouTube or whatever, with like crazy things to get back on track. And my whole view with fitness and health is that I want to create healthy, sustainable habits now in my 20s that will carry me throughout my life, so that when I'm 80, I can be like as energetic as my grandma. My grandma is like on her anniversary a few years ago, they did like indoor rock climbing. Like, she's amazing. And that's my goal. Like, so I'm instilling these healthy habits now, they're gonna carry me throughout the rest of my life. And so when you see all these crazy cleanses or people cutting out food groups or whatever, just kind of ask yourself, is this I can't talk. Is this a sustainable habit that I'm gonna be doing forever? Or is this just a fad that's gonna, you know, make me miserable for 3 days and hopefully cleanse my system, but probably isn't also healthy, right? Like those juice cleanses that we see all the time, or, you know, the crazy, like, I don't know, you see all these diets on Pinterest that just are, they're wild. They're wild. So let's not do that. Let's instead try these 5 steps. So the first step is your mindset. I want you to release any guilt. I want you to release any shame. I want you to just be kind to yourself. There are gonna be days that are better than other days, and sometimes you just need to like reset and just like recommit. And so I don't want you to feel bad, and this is like me saying I don't want you, but like really me talking to myself. Like, I always tell myself, like, it's okay. Like, how can we get better? How can we improve? How can we just reel it back in and continue down this path of creating this healthy lifestyle that's gonna last us forever? So that's number 1, is just being kind to yourself, because honestly, what you say to yourself matters. If you're really mean to yourself and you're like, you have to get back on track because you're, you know, I don't know, insert some really mean thing that you might say to yourself, those aren't good vibes to go on your fitness journey, right? Like, you got to be nice to yourself. So it's number 1. Number 2 is knowing your goal. So what is your goal with your healthy lifestyle? And I want you to detach from like a number on the scale or something that you may not necessarily control, and instead focus on the big picture, long term. Like, how do you want to feel? How do you do you want to fit into your favorite pair of jeans again? Do you want to just like wake up with so much energy and like have the clearest skin because you're eating so well? Like, what are your goals that you have when it comes to your healthy lifestyle? If it's just like an aesthetic goal, like, you know, a certain number on a scale or whatever, that's not going to be really enough to like carry you through to want to recommit, because it's kind of an external thing. I think that the goal, when it's internal, like, of course sometimes aesthetic goals are great and everything, but for me, like, I know when it's an internal goal, like, I just want to feel good. I want to be confident in my own skin. I want to feel good in all of my bikinis. I don't want to have to go and pick a specific bikini. I want to be able to go in my bikini box and pick any bikini, because it just feels good to wear all my bikinis. I want to be energetic. I want to have clear skin. I want to have nice, thick, long hair, which, you know, comes from our diet and what we eat. And so setting those goals. So that's number 2. My 3rd tip is all about food. So focusing on what you eat, because your fitness journey, your results are really going to be 80% what you're eating. At least that's how I feel. Like, it's really what I eat, and then my workouts are kind of a bonus on top of that. Of course, I love movement, and I'm gonna work out, and we're gonna talk about that next. But what you eat is gonna dictate the way you feel, and it's also gonna, like, if you're eating poorly, which I'm sure you've felt this if you've ever like kind of gone down a spiral of eating a ton of candy or whatever, the next day you wake up, you're cloudy, you're foggy, you have lower energy, maybe you're crankier. Sorry, I forgot to breathe. I'm talking so much. You know, you're crankier and you just don't feel good. And so when you focus on the food that you're fueling yourself with, it's gonna make you feel more creative, more inspired, more motivated, more energetic. And so my biggest tip is to go get rid of any junk food, right? Like, if you bought a bunch of ice cream over the weekend, like, you don't really need that in your fridge. You know, instead of having ice cream in the house, like, go out and make it an experience and go on an ice cream date with a gal pal or your significant other or your mom, whoever, right? Like, kind of make, like, you know, treats more of a experience. Or you can keep them in the house too. Like, there's nothing wrong with keeping them in the house, but I know for me, if I have like cookies in the house, it's like all day I'm like, I have cookies, can't wait to eat cookies, and I think about the cookies all day long, when really it's not that I necessarily want the cookies, it's that I know they're in the house, so therefore I want them. So now that you've gotten rid of all the junk food, next up, we need to replace that junk food with healthier foods that make us feel good. So our fruits, our vegetables, do a little bit of meal prep. My favorite thing to meal prep right now are sweet potatoes, which I shared the recipe on my last video. But also I like to make overnight oats, like a big batch of overnight oats, just stick them in the fridge, and I like to eat them kind of as a dessert. I add some homemade granola, some chocolate chips on top, and I always have something healthier in the fridge. I always have clean fruits, clean veggies, clean as in like I washed them, not like veggies are not good for you, as in like they're clean because they have been washed. But anyway, so make sure that you are meal prepping, because if you have healthy foods available to you, that's what you're gonna grab. But if you have, you know, foods that aren't so great for you available, like, that's what you're gonna grab. So you're gonna grab whatever is most available. So if you can make those foods that make you feel good the most available, like, that's what you're gonna eat. Tip number 4 is all about the workouts. You know, I can't leave this tip out because obviously I love to work out. I know that everyone does not love to work out. I know I just feel so good when I'm in a routine and I'm moving my body. And now, this doesn't mean that you have to hit the gym 5 times a week. Movement can be whatever you want it to be. It can be going on YouTube and, you know, doing a Pilates video. It can be going for a walk, taking your dog for a run. For my workout the other day, I played tennis. Sometimes I dance. Oftentimes I like to lift because it makes me feel good. So don't think that just because, you know, one person likes to lift, that lifting is the only way that you can work out, or because one person goes to SoulCycle 5 times a week that you have to go to SoulCycle 5 times a week, or else it doesn't count. Like, movement can be whatever you want it to be. I'm gonna include a workout at the end of this video, so you can start there. I also have workout guides that I can put in the description box below if you are looking for a new routine. But again, working out can be whatever you want it to be. Tip number 5, my last tip, is creating a solid routine. I know for me personally, I thrive when I have a routine, and I think that most people do, whether they admit it or not. But create a schedule and stick to that. Like, wake up at the same time, try and go to bed at the same time, pencil your workouts into your calendar, pencil in when you're gonna be doing meal prep, when you're going to the grocery store. Like, if these things are not in your schedule, like, they just won't happen. So just like you would schedule in an appointment for the doctor, dentist, whatever, put that in your calendar. You gotta be doing the same with your self-care, with your workouts, with what you're eating. You don't have to like plan out what you're eating per se, but like, you do need to plan like when are you gonna meal prep, because meal prep takes some time to cut the veggies, to clean the veggies, to make the food, whatever you're making that day. Like, it does take time, so make sure that you're making that time for yourself and you're putting it into your schedule. And so just to recap, let me read you these tips really quick. So step number 1 is mindset. Be kind to yourself. 2, set those goals. Know like what you want on the long haul from this health journey of yours. Number 3 is all about food. So we're gonna meal prep and we're gonna get rid of junk food. 4, movement. So we're gonna schedule our workouts. We're gonna figure out what kind of workouts we like to do, and then we're gonna schedule them into our routine. And then 5, which is creating that routine. And not just creating it, but also sticking to it. Like, don't just like write something in your planner. Wow, I can't talk. Don't just write something in your planner because Brie told you to. Write something in your planner because you're gonna do it. You're gonna commit to it. I hope these tips are helpful for you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the like button if you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss my next video. You can also hit me over on Insta. This is exactly what I do step by step when I fall off the wagon. And so hopefully I can pay that forward. I can share it to you. And if you take anything from this video, I really hope that it's to be nicer to yourself and that you don't have to do anything crazy or restrictive or like a fad to get back on the wagon. You can literally just refocus on those healthy habits that are gonna, you know, be the sustainable habits that last you forever. But I'll go ahead and I'll put the workout up next. We'll do that together. We'll get a good sweat on. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. Here's a little OOTD. It says my nothing to prove seamless set. I'll link it below. You can also use my discount code to save some money. I'm super obsessed with the sports bra. It's the freaking bomb. And all the laundry that Mike just did on our bed. We'll see you again.
I see a light.